Why, hello there, beautiful people, and I am your host, Winter Jackson, and welcome to another video. So, in today's video, I am going to be doing a life update. I don't normally do life updates on this channel. For anyone who is new here, I just had a lot of stuff that has gone on in my life that could potentially affect my channel. Not in a bad way, I would say, just I have made some changes. I also do have some updates when it comes to me physically transitioning from male to female. So I thought I would just kind of share you guys some of the stuff that has been going on in my life. I was gonna do a get ready with me style video, but I didn't think that that would be a good idea. Just because I just wanted to have like a sit down chit chat video kind of thing, and yes, I'm in a different scenario than I normally am. Normally I film in my living room or my studio, but I'm filming in, actually this is our guest bedroom because this is the only clean place in this house that I will be able to not be disturbed. Well, it'll be clean for now because my aunt will be coming to stay with us for spring break, and she usually sleeps in this room, so yeah. So anyway, so let's get into this video. So the first thing I'd like to really touch on is that I have made the decision to close my TikTok account, so I will not be returning to TikTok. And there are multiple reasons, but for the first reason is that TikTok, obviously, it's a very toxic community. Some of the jokes in it are just very, very awful, especially the ones regarding the certain problems that are happening in Eastern Europe right now, which you guys probably know what's going on if you've seen the news, but I'm not going to really get into that, but you basically kind of know. A lot of the jokes, especially surrounding that kind of issue, are just very toxic and terrible and awful. And it's just not a good community that I really want to be a part of. And so the second reason is that TikTok hasn't really been doing so well for me in terms of views, in terms of traffic source to my YouTube channel, because I've always wanted to use, ever since I started this channel, I've always wanted to use my Instagram and my TikTok as traffic sources for my YouTube channel, because based on it, although I don't, because I would this is a channel that I want to grow and eventually hopefully become monetized, it's not something that I guarantee I know will happen, because everyone has their own experiences on YouTube and social media. But this be something monetizing my channel as well as growing it and just growing in social media in general. I'm not saying I want to become famous, but just growing my channel in general is obviously a goal that I'm pretty sure a lot of people have, but it would be a goal that I would like to hopefully achieve in the future. And TikTok wasn't really doing so much for me as in terms of views, or it was just kind of the videos that I wanted to try to kind of blow up wasn't really blowing up. It wasn't videos that I really enjoyed making that were starting to grow, and that was, I feel, really sad for me. It also, when I look at my analytics, it hasn't really been people haven't been really like seeing my videos from TikTok. People morely have been coming on this channel through Instagram. So I've definitely tried to like pull my focus towards my Instagram account and this YouTube channel rather than my TikTok account, as well as the videos that I've been making on Instagram have been just doing a lot better. So I thought I would kind of steer more away from TikTok and go on Instagram. Okay, so the second reason is saying goodbye to my username Cosplay Fx. I have recently decided to make the really tough decision on saying goodbye to my name, my username Cosplay Fx. And there are a lot of reasons why I want to do that, but the main reason is I started this YouTube channel when I was around 13, so it was around in 2018. I was 13 then. I am almost 17 right now. And the thing is that when I was 13, I was definitely going through a bit of a identity crisis, like where like I didn't know like how I wanted to express myself, and like I just kind of felt scared of like showing my like vulnerable side on the internet. And I thought, you know, if I put on this happy smiley person and with this sass and this attitude, everyone will like me. And now I realize that that is not necessarily the case, because I knew that I was putting on a very fake personality, and I knew like I could see through it, and just having to hide behind this personality without having to like express how I'm feeling, it's just really, I just feel kind of like a bit of an asshole because I'm hiding myself from people and I'm acting a little bit fake. So I'd rather just instead say goodbye to that and instead use the pin name Winter Jackson, because I felt like that would make a lot more sense, and to just have my actual name to be like, to be true to life, if I'm trying to say so. And also because Cosplay Fx doesn't really make sense to it, because I was also going through like this emotion of like what I want to do with this channel when I want to take it. I knew I wanted to do a little bit of makeup, but I also wanted to do a little bit of cosplay, so I thought I would stick with that. And then of course, as I started to get into high school and I got a lot more busier, I don't really have time to do cosplay. But that being said, I do have a couple of cosplay pieces that I would very like to do, that I'm gonna start hopefully very soon. But I just, like I said, it's just best for me to use my real name, well, not entirely my real name, but a name that is a lot more realistic than Cosplay Fx. And also because, and then the last reason is because when you start a channel when you are a child, the thing is with starting a YouTube channel when you are a child, you name it very childishly. And so, yeah, and I think that also kind of have to do with the fact that I was young and stupid and I named it just very stupidly, and then when I look back on it, when I look back on when my 2022 self looks back on my 2018 self, I feel like a total idiot. So yeah, that is the reason why I am saying goodbye to that name. Now that's really all I have to say about that, and now I'd like to do a bit of a life update when it comes to my transition. So, if you guys don't know me, I have been transitioning from male to female since I came out as transgender, a trans woman, in 2019 or the end of 2019, and then started my transition really around 2020. And I just really started out with like a social side of my transition, and I did do a coming out story, which I will put a link in the card. But now I am on the journey of starting my physical side of my transition from male to female. And one of those effects being is going on puberty blockers. Now, of course, I apparently have to be on this for a couple of months and before I can go on estrogens or anything like that. But essentially this is around my second-ish month of being on puberty blockers. And I just kind of wanted to start out from when I got it. Like, that needle hurt. It hurt so much. Like, for my first therapy appointment for this, the doctor there she said, oh yeah, it'll just be like a flu shot, but it'll be in your leg. Nuh-uh. It was a needle that was like an inch smaller than a pencil. It was a huge needle. It went in my leg. But yeah, so when it went in my leg, and it hurt a lot, but it was worth it. I can't see it now, but I know it's going to be worth it in the long term. So, in terms of changes, I haven't really experienced a lot of changes. A couple of changes, but the changes that I've experienced are very, very subtle. My facial hair has kind of reducing, and you kind of think that now that it reduced well, but that's mainly because I just shaved. But yes, I have been getting, I've still been getting facial hair, but it has been growing back at a lot slower pace. Some patches of leg hair did start to disappear, but not a lot. My voice has been cracking a lot less, which is a very big improvement. I've been getting, my skin has been getting a little bit softer, but I do know that could just be genetic, because I do know that the estrogen is really going to make that stuff happen for me. My arm hair has been getting a bit thinner as well. So yeah, not a lot of changes, but then again, I don't know. Then again, I know. But I'm excited for May because, oh yeah, and in terms of feelings, my personality hasn't really changed. I haven't felt I felt like how I was the same before. I'm some days I am very happy, other days I am depressed. Although the last week, the kind of opposite happened, where I just felt like I was in a really good mood than I was normally. I have no idea, because I have been literally doing exactly what I was doing, and then just suddenly my mood changes. So I think that may or may not have to do with the estrogen, or I'm just getting better on managing my anxiety and depression. But also I have experienced a lot of very big stiffness and joint pains. A lot of stiffness, pains, and they actually did really hurt. Like, I have experienced a lot of neck pains and pains in my leg. Like, a lot of that was like one time it did get really, really bad to the point where I could not physically get out of bed for like a couple minutes, so I fell back to sleep and then I woke up. But yeah, but the joint pains are stuff that I can really manage with. I've also been getting headaches. I have been doing well with my headaches. I've been getting them a lot less, or I've been trying to manage them, but I have been essentially getting them back, which is also, from what I've read, is also a side effect. But yeah, so that is pretty much how I have been feeling. I probably will make another hormone therapy update probably by next month. And I would really hope to get on, and I would potentially like to get on estrogen as soon as possible, because I do know that the estrogen is going to make a lot more of the changes than the Lupron and the hormone blockers will. So I would like to potentially get on them as soon as I can. But yeah, so that is, I guess, the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, like this video if you like hearing about me. Comment below if you are also transgender, and if you have like any advice for me, or to kind of like what to expect as I go forward. As well as that, I do makeup. If you want to recreate any of the looks that I do, be sure to tag me in them so I can see all of your recreations. And yeah, until next time, I am promised I will be back soon with more makeup tutorials. I'll probably do a scary stories and makeup with Auntie Winter, another one, because I have an idea. And I think you guys will like it. But yeah, so until next time, bye.